Patel, Minister of Finance, Government of Gujarat, to kindly address the youth.
His Excellency, Honorable Government of Gujarat, Shri O.P. Kohli, Shri Swami Gautamanaji Maharaj Shri, Senior Trustee of Ramakrishna Mission, Imam Abdul Malik Mujahid, Chairman of Parliament of the World Religious, Mayor of Vadodara Shri Bharat Shah, President of Bharatiya Janata Party Vadodara Shri Bharat Dangar, Swami Nilkishore Nandaji, Collector of Vadodara, Commissioner of Vadodara, and distinguished gathering coming from all parts of the country. First, my compliments to Ramakrishna Mission for organizing this youth conference, a two-day event. The topics which were mentioned over here, I am sure they will enlighten you a lot within this next 2 days. And there are all the possibilities that many of you will be having new directions of how to proceed in the coming years. About 60% of population in India is that of youth. This is one of the youngest populations in any country in the world and has been described as the demographic dividend. The large population of youth offers huge opportunity for the nation. The youth represents potential for economic growth and social transformation if properly managed. The youth would be converted into a productive and effective economic force can catapult India on the top levels of global economy. The challenge lies in ensuring that the potential in the youth is properly harnessed. For this purpose, the main tasks of society and government are to educate, to skill, employ, and inculcate ethics in the young population. Education. Though in Gujarat we have come a long way in ensuring access to primary education to all, most youth now aspire for higher education. Gujarat has responded to that challenge also. Today Gujarat has over 40 universities, many of which are specialized, such as those relating to security, teachers education, animal husbandry, agriculture, petroleum studies, and forensic science. This year, 3 new universities were established by government, one at Junagadh, one at Godhra, and one in Vadodara at a GSFC university a short time back. Also, 10 new colleges were also set up. At the same time, it is also necessary to reorient syllabus and pedagogy to bring in tune with modern knowledge systems and learning methods. This is also an area of concern where we have to do much more. Only then can we claim that the education system is not only available to all, but is also appropriate to the needs of a youth. Skill. Perhaps even more critical is the challenge of skilling the youth. India has set an ambitious target of skilling 500 million persons in the next 2 years. In the coming years, the employability of youth would be the largest advantage of India as compared to other national economies. Although Gujarat has the lowest unemployment rate among states for several years now, this is largely due to the demand for workforce from a strong industrial and manufacturing sector. There is a need to look at the quality of employment. For example, is the young individual working in the trade in which he has been trained or in an unrelated sector? Is the remuneration commensurate with his qualifications? Are the qualifications matched by his skill competence? In fact, today industry often comments that engineers and diploma holders are educated but not employable. The fresh recruits have to be retrained and reskilled by the private employer to make them productive. Competence has become a crucial factor in the employability of the youth. Make in India campaign is not just about jobs, but also about excellence in manufacturing. To improve the competence of the skilled youth, Gujarat has made training programs more industry responsive. The ITIs offer flexible MOUs with potential employers who in turn can collaborate in terms of training syllabus, trainers, on-the-job training, use of modern equipment and apprenticeship to ensure the trained manpower that comes out of ITI is more employment ready. The experiment has been quite successful, and now we also have Center of Excellence set up in partnership with large industries to provide training to youth as well as workers. Examples are collaboration with Maruti, L&D, Industrial Association, GIDC, etc. At the same time, Gujarat has been in the forefront in providing life skills to the youth through various programs. The Kaushalya Vada Kendra reach out to youth in rural areas. While earlier the participation of women in ITIs used to be very low, 5%. The participation of women in KVK's program is around 60%. This shows that the rural women are keen as urban youth who take up skill training. Similarly, a computer literacy program named eMpower was started in 2012, which has also been very successful in reaching out to the masses. SCOPE program has helped thousands of youth to acquire proficiency in spoken English. We are hopeful that Skill Development University will further strengthen the government programs for skilling of the youth, not only for manufacturing, but also for newly emerging services sector. Employment. I already mentioned that Gujarat has the lowest unemployment rate. The placements made by our employment exchange are the highest among all states as per Government of India data. Now government has decided to further improve the placement services by providing information on overseas employment. At the same time, it is also necessary to encourage the natural entrepreneurial talents of Gujarati youth. For the first time, we have started a youth entrepreneurship promotion program that is intended to assist startups to convert innovative ideas to commercially viable economic activity. We must recognize that entrepreneurial skills transforms a job seeker into a job provider. Government also promotes MSME sector for the same reason that such MSME units provide high levels of employment. Additional assistance for new MSME units has been provided so that more employment opportunities are made available. We also have unveiled a policy for higher promotion of labor-intensive enterprises. Hence, you may appreciate that the basic motivation behind Gujarat's industrial promotion policies is to increase the employment opportunities in the state. The challenge before the youth today is to get ready for services sector. These are emerging areas where opportunities are large and varied, ranging from financial services to health services to retail sales and hospitality. New programs being run by government as government support are now targeting these fields. Ethics. Finally, I come to the most important challenge facing youth today, and that is in terms of ethics. Whether it is work ethics or social ethics or life ethics. Youth is bombarded with information and ideas through the internet, the media and social media. New ideas are suddenly exciting and promise greater freedom of thought and action. The challenge before the youth is to convert ideas into viable career options and life choices. For this, youth must be empowered with strong value system, discriminations and discipline. Nothing sustainable can be achieved without hard work, perseverance, ability to overcome failure, team spirit and social commitment. Certainly all through history, there has been a conflict between the spontaneity and exuberance of youth and the caution and prudence of the old. We have to strike a balance between the two. I certainly believe that youth is being empowered to convert the challenges into opportunities. If we dream to convert India into a superpower, and the dream will be converted into reality if youth is more made educated, skilled, and socially committed to excellence. This is the path to great national pride. Hence, it is very, very important that political leaders social organizations, religious bodies have to play a very important role in the development of this youth. There is a lot of energy amongst this youth. This energy has to be directed towards productive purposes. If they are not given proper direction, then there are all the possibilities that depression might come in. Failures would result in recessions, trends, and also violence. So it is the duty of all of us to see to it that this energetic youth should be given proper direction, and hence I compliment Ramakrishna Mission for holding this seminar, today's seminar in this city of Vadodara, and I'm sure the youth will learn a lot from this program.